There's a storm quietly brewing in Hollywood, one that could shake up careers, marriages, and the entire industry's power structure. It all centers on actress Blake Lively and director Justin Balon, two creative forces now entangled in a legal tug-of-war. Rumors suggest Justin has access to private tapes and text messages that might expose a side of Blake the public has never seen. If these claims are true, they could threaten more than just Blake's reputation. They might even put a strain on her marriage to Ryan Reynolds. But how did things spiral out of control so fast? And why are top industry players, like writer Colleen Hoover and superstar Taylor Swift, seemingly picking sides? Let's trace each twist and turn, starting with those mysterious leaked messages that spark more questions than answers. Word on the grapevine is that Justin stumbled upon explicit footage and text messages pointing to a complicated history between himself and Blake, one that allegedly contradicts her public statements. The general public got wind of these claims when snippets of leaked voice memos and WhatsApp conversations began circulating online. Suddenly, what was once a messy creative dispute became a full-on scandal. Insiders are whispering that some of these tapes could reveal how Blake leveraged her Hollywood connections to maintain control of their film project. If true, it's not just embarrassing, it's potentially career-altering. Yet, no one is entirely sure how these leaks got out. They weren't part of the official court filings, which implies someone on the inside might be fueling the fire. Some suspect a strategic move to gain an upper hand in the legal battle. Others think it's just good old-fashioned sabotage. One thing's certain, the content of these messages has flipped the narrative. Once seen as the golden couple, Blake and Ryan are now fighting off accusations that they used intimidation tactics to push Justin to the sidelines. What's a high-stakes Hollywood feud without a few power players? Early rumors suggested Blake sought support from Ryan Reynolds, her husband, and Taylor Swift, one of her closest friends. This trio forms a powerful Hollywood circle that few would dare cross. According to multiple sources, Blake threatened to withdraw her social media influence, millions of followers, if Justin didn't hand over complete creative control. Considering how vital online buzz is to any film's success, that threat alone carried serious weight. Then there's writer Colleen Hoover, who initially backed Justin's vision. She even sold him the movie rights back in 2019 and had warm words for his script. But as controversy surrounding alleged on-set harassment and creative disagreements piled up, Colleen appeared to pivot toward Blake. Suddenly, she was posting supportive messages about the actress, leaving Justin confused and outnumbered. Some insiders claim Blake convinced Colleen that Justin's approach was too risky, fueling the shift in alliances. Others suspect that Colleen was won over by Blake's promise of bigger box office numbers. Regardless of motive, the fallout was swift, and lines were clearly drawn. One of the biggest points of tension, creative control. Reports say Blake wanted sweeping revisions to the script, often sending notes late at night or early in the morning to rewrite scenes. Justin, hoping to keep the peace, obliged at first. What started as small tweaks to dialogue soon ballooned into major overhauls. By the middle of production, it felt like there were two directors on set, Justin, who was supposed to helm the movie, and Blake, who had star power and industry backing. During this period, Colleen Hoover's stance became a focal point. She had praised Justin's original screenplay, calling it faithful to her book and perfectly cast. Yet, as Blake took charge, Colleen's public comments shifted, making some question whether she, too, was falling in line to keep favor with the new, unofficial shot caller. With a possible sequel on the horizon, based on Colleen's follow-up novel, everyone knew the stakes were high. If aligning with Blake meant better chances of being involved in a future blockbuster, it was an easy choice for many. Tensions escalated when Blake accused Justin of crossing lines on set, claiming he went off script to kiss her more frequently and even sniff her neck during romantic takes. She framed it as repeated harassment, painting Justin as a director who abused his power for personal thrills. At first, the public rallied around her, but then came the leaked raw footage. Clips from behind the scenes appeared to show a more collaborative environment, with both actors making suggestions on how to ramp up on-screen chemistry. Text messages also hinted that Blake was comfortable enough to propose adding lines and intimate gestures for authenticity. Those same messages often portrayed Justin as respectful, accommodating her schedule, and even reassuring her about body image concerns. While it's impossible to know the full truth without seeing every piece of evidence, these leaks muddy the waters considerably. Suddenly, the question isn't just, did Justin go too far? It's also, was Blake embellishing or leveraging the situation to wrest more control? Amid the swirl of accusations, one story in particular grabbed headlines: the alleged fat-shaming incident. Justin supposedly asked Blake's personal trainer about her current weight before a scene that required him to lift her. His reason, according to his texts, was straightforward. He has chronic back issues and needed to plan accordingly, but Blake's side claimed this was a subtle dig at her postpartum figure. Adding fuel to the fire, Ryan Reynolds confronted Justin in their penthouse, demanding explanations about why he dared to inquire about Blake's weight at all. It got so heated that Ryan insisted they scrap the lift scene entirely. Blake doubled down, painting Justin's question as invasive and disrespectful. Yet leaked texts revealed Justin had gone out of his way to hire a gut health expert for Blake when she was dealing with antibiotic side effects. He also offered to rearrange filming to suit her comfort level. These receipts painted a different story, one where Justin seemed to be looking out for Blake's well-being, not undermining it. Another curveball appeared when certain raw behind-the-scenes videos surfaced. Instead of showing a director pressuring his actress into awkward closeness, the clips displayed a friendly, almost bantering rapport. At one point, Blake could be seen suggesting they lean into each other more to up the romance, while Justin focused on staying in character. In multiple takes, the environment seemed professional, with both parties doing what most actors and directors do, fine-tuning performances in real time. These revelations sparked comparisons to other notorious Hollywood trials, where carefully curated claims began to unravel once the unedited, behind-the-scenes material emerged. Some watchers felt this was hinting at an Amber Heard moment, where public sympathy might flip if enough contradictory evidence surfaced. Regardless, the footage raised pressing questions about whether Blake's allegations were fully accurate or part of a calculated plan to secure a bigger role in post-production and beyond. Beyond the immediate drama of this film lies an even bigger prize: the sequel rights. Justin reportedly owns them outright, thanks to his initial deal with Colleen Hoover. With the follow-up novel, It Starts With Us, already generating massive buzz, controlling the next installment could mean huge financial and creative power. Rumor has it that Ryan Reynolds attempted to buy Justin out for a sizable sum, only to be turned down. That's when talk of a potential morality clause surfaced. If a court or corporate legal team found Justin guilty of harassment or damaging the movie's reputation, the rights might revert to Sony or Hoover. Blake then could step up as the director for the sequel, with all the creative leeway she's been fighting for. Whether that's the grand plan or just a conspiracy theory, it's clear this legal battle isn't just about personal grudges. It's also about who gets to shape a lucrative film franchise that could dominate box offices and streaming services for years to come. At the heart of this saga is a question of trust. How did two people who once seemed to admire each other's talents reach the point of waging legal war in the press? Were there genuine boundary violations, or was this a well-orchestrated scheme to oust Justin and secure full control for Blake? With every new leak and court filing, the story morphs into something more convoluted. Allegations of harassment, fat-shaming, and sabotage each carry serious weight, yet the evidence doesn't form a clear-cut picture. What's unmistakable is the tension rippling through Hollywood's most influential circles. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds remain a beloved power couple, but these revelations could reshape that public image. Colleen Hoover stands at a crossroads, balancing loyalty to the star and the desire to protect her literary brand. Meanwhile, Justin is fighting to protect his reputation and the sequel rights he firmly believes he earned. One thing is for sure, with so many major players involved, the final outcome could send shockwaves far beyond just one film. Will we ever learn the full truth behind the conflicting stories? For now, the lines are drawn, the stakes are sky high, and the next chapter in this Hollywood chess match has yet to unfold. Stay tuned and decide for yourself where the truth lies. Is this just another manufactured publicity stunt, or a genuine Hollywood meltdown with real careers on the line? As more details emerge, keep your eyes peeled. The battle for control, influence, and truth is far from over.